Hello, good afternoon. My name is Andra Reger. I'm just a recruiter, and we are going to talk about today the perfect CV. This is my fifth show, and I'm very happy to present this evergreen topic. This topic has been discussed in so many forums, in so many different areas and different parties. Obviously, recruiters are talking about that all the time, as well as the job seekers. It's coming up, and we just cannot get bored of that. We can't get enough of it. We always want to hear and learn more about what the best and the perfect CV looks like. So I'm going to present you my version of the perfect CV. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit of a story. So I needed to update my CV the other day after so long when I was, applying for a position. And I thought, like, this is my area of, expertise. So it shouldn't be a problem. Well, I tell you something. It was a big problem. It was a big challenge. It was a task I kept pushing out. I just didn't want to do that. It was painful. Sitting down, writing my own CV. That's my job. I'm doing that every day. I'm looking at hundreds of CVs every day, and I'm helping other people to update this CV every day, and it's fun, it's nice, it's an enjoyable job when it's about other people's CV, but when it comes to my CV, I didn't like it. So I know, I feel you, I understand your pain, even if it's your first CV that you would like to put together, or you just want to update your CV and give it a fresh look, and obviously update with the content as well. I exactly know what you're thinking. I exactly know what you're going through with your mind. It's not easy. So I hope I can give you some tips with that. It is a full-time job, by the way, so you need to really focus on it when you're doing that, especially when you're applying for a number of different roles, maybe in a number of different areas. You always have to tailor your CV to that job requirements and to that job and company. So yeah, it takes loads of time and effort to do, so I know that. So traditionally, the CV was expected to have certain information on it. It's a piece of paper. It means curriculum vitae in Latin, course of life. So you needed to put, or people expected to put the educational background, high school, third level, if they had any, list of jobs they had to date, and obviously the date. So it's pretty much, it was a list of data. That was in the past. And now it has changed a little bit. So previously, the CV said, I need a job, give me a job. Hey, I'm here, I need a job. Now I consider a CV to be your sponsor, to be your referee. If you think about a teacher, a classmate, a friend, a mentor, a coach, can also be your sponsor, your referee, somebody who is your voice, somebody who can sell you to a job and put you, in front of the right people. So the CV, exactly what it does. And don't forget, this is through the recruiter only looks at around 15 to 20 seconds your CV. That's the first impression, no matter if you meet someone in person or somebody's looking at your CV. That's all what you've got, 15 to 20 seconds to make an impression, to attract attention and make the recruiter want to talk to you. Because that's the primary goal of having a CV, is to get you into the door. It's get you the opportunity for the first call, the screening call. Okay. So instead of, looking at your CV and thinking, oh, this person is begging for a job, I want to feel that I, as a recruiter, need this person for the job. So it's a little bit of a twist. So you need to think with the recruiter's head when you put a CV together. Okay. So the CV is you. So it's not just a list of data about you, not just your skills and knowledge and educational background. Yes, it needs to be there. But no matter what you studied, what you achieved, attained, any skills, knowledge, educational background is a story about yourself. And how you present it shows your motivation, resilience, accountability, and your attitude. Okay, everything is on that piece of paper. The content and the way how you present it, which is the design and the format, it's all about you, yourself. This is giving the whole 360-degree picture of you. Your social skills, communication skills, IT skills, all can be judged based on your CV. So be very mindful of that. Okay, and you need to balance it out. So just because you have a very nicely edited and designed CV with no content, no relevant content, I should say rather, won't get you a job. But if you have the right and relevant content, but in a messy way, it's, doesn't make sense, or it's full of grammar, spelling mistakes, that won't get you the job either. So it has to be balanced out nicely. So what I expect to see on the CV, certainly the personal data, your name, your email address and phone number. You would be surprised if I told you how many CVs I have seen and come across with that had either no email address or phone number on it, or it was misspelled. So I was always wondering how those people expect to receive a call, if they either don't have that basic personal information on it, or it's misspelled. Educational background, depending how high your educational background is, but from high school degree and leaving cert up onwards, I really would love to see it. School's name, focus area, if you had any dissertation, final year project, something that you have accomplished, please put it on. It's great to have it there. Overall results, that you finished the college with, and the start and the end year. Let me say here, I find amusing sometimes, people put down the future course that they haven't even started. So if you're just maybe a month out from graduation, yes, of course, put it down. But if you're like 2 or 3 months away to start the 4-year degree, don't put it down. Maybe put it somewhere else, in your introductory cover letter, where you can see you're a motivated person because you're, learning and upskilling yourself, but don't put down as your educational background just yet. Okay, so work experience in a reverse chronological order is also something I like to see. I am asked the question frequently, whether or not they should start with the most relevant job experience. Again, remember, you only have 15 seconds. It has to make sense. The recruiter won't have a time to jump back and forth on your CV to see where does it fit, what's the flow is. It has to flow nicely. It has to be logical. So yes, try to highlight, maybe use different techniques to highlight it. But I really like to see in a reverse chronological order. But again, that could be just me. Okay. Company's name, job title, start and end year, and key achievements. I would like to see maybe 3-4 bulletin points of your key achievements in each of the positions rather than your job description. Okay, the tasks, what you were given to do every day. If it's a fixed term contract, maybe say the reasons for leaving. It's great. It's going to be asked anyway. Okay. And sometimes, by the way, I like to see the location. So if you've had jobs in multiple different cities or countries, even, or regions, that just shows again your flexibility, your, cultural diversity, and your openness as well. So it could be a very positive thing to see how many different countries you've gained experience in. So I encourage you to put down the city and the country next to each jobs as well. So these are the 3 basic information I'm looking for. It's nice to have a very brief intro, but again, the intro should say why the company should hire you rather than why you look for a job. And definitely leave the cliches out that you're a hardworking, trustworthy, good communicator, people person, and something like that. We are not interested in that. Everybody says that. So something that's unique to you and that job and company that speaks about that connection relationship and how you will be able to solve that company's challenge, and the company, by hiring you, how will gain more efficiency, effectiveness, and even more money. That's all what they care about. And also, it's a great especially when you're looking for a technical person, for example, I love to see how many years of over experience have. It helps me to screen. If I'm looking for a salesperson with 8 years experience, it's good to see that you have the sales 8 years experience. Or if you're a software engineer, how many years of JavaScript experience, or the Java experience, or different software experience. This is what I would be definitely looking for on your CV. No gaps. If you had any gaps, just put down the start and end date and say career break or family commitments or traveling. Say something. It's going to be asked anyway, so it's good to be transparent about it from the very beginning. Okay, so pretty much it. In summary, I believe there is no one size fit all CV template or content or design. It has to be a reflection of you, your personality, your skills, your knowledge, your motivation, and everything that's about you. Okay, so that's why I don't encourage you to copy anybody's CVs. Definitely get ideas. There are loads of templates out there on the internet, loads of suggestions, loads of good advice. Absolutely listen to them and cherry pick. Just use whatever you feel comfortable with that works for you. And don't forget, if you remember my previous show, tailor your CV to the job that you're applying for. Take some time. It might take an extra 5 to 10 minutes, but it's worth time to invest in. It's something that you will get a return from. More time you spend in it and more effort you make, more likely that you will benefit from it. Okay. So thank you very much for watching. I'm so interested in your feedback and your successes and your opinion. And if you'd like me to help you personally one-to-one with your CV, let me know. Just hit me up and we find a time to arrange something. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.